Okay. So now we will discuss about cyber security. So first thing is that what is cyber security? Okay. Okay. So course outline is about definition of cyber security, then why cyber security is important, and we will discuss about some major breaches happened in the past, types of cyber threats, dangerous security myths, cyber security goals, then CIA triads, then some safety tips. Okay. I would like to know all of you that this program FDP on cyber security is designed by me, is about it's a complete practical oriented program. We can say it's a 80-20 ratio about theory and practical. So there is 20% theory topics in that program, and about 80% of practicals in this program. So first session, this is our first session, Introduction to Cybersecurity. It is a complete theoretical session, and then our next session in which we will discuss about forensics and cyber laws. Then we will do some practicals about forensics. Okay, and here we see some examples, some breaches happened in the past. Okay, and some definitions, what is cybersecurity, and taking knowledge about some threats, what kinds of threats. Okay, so why are we here? The simple answer is to secure our system and the secure systems. Okay, so first one is HTTPS. We all are know about HTTPS. It's Hypertext Transfer Protocol secures. It's a TLS security level, transport layer security. Then encryption. Okay. What's the meaning of encryption? Encryption is all about to transform your information into the another scrambled code. It's called encryption. Encryption is essential for your data to transit, because if encryption is not applied to your data, then it can read it anywhere where it reach, because you all know your data, it's reach from your source to destination from different servers. So if your data is in plain text, anyone can read it by using their skills, by using their softwares. Okay, that's why encryption is required, and in major mails, in major mail client and major chat softwares, encryption is required. And okay, so encryption is must to your data to transit. Okay, antiviruses and firewalls. Okay, and we are very much aware about the antiviruses and the firewalls also. But here, as a cybersecurity professional, I can say the trial versions of antiviruses is useless, because they gives you some security and more warnings. Okay, And they also makes fake alarms in your system that some virus occurred into your system, and some Trojan is in your system. Okay, so their main focus is all about to sell their paid versions antiviruses to the customers. That's why they make fake alarms in the trial versions also. So in my opinion, using antiviruses trial version is not worth. Okay, and please do not download the antiviruses from any third-party websites like Get Into PC, where you can get crack of antiviruses, and you can get keys regarding the latest version of antiviruses. And if you download that antivirus from that website, that will definitely not antiviruses. That is definitely a virus, a spyware, or any other malware can get into your system and makes you in trouble. So that's why antiviruses, if you want to use antiviruses, then please take the paid version and the latest version according to your operating system which you used. Suppose you used Windows, then you used updated versions of your Windows. Okay, then use your antiviruses. Okay, physical security. Physical security is a must in the organizations because in the lack of physical security, a person can come into your cabin and remove your hard disk and even crash your system also. So if you have a physical security like a CCTV camera or security guards stayed in the main door, then you can save your physical harm about your system. Because if a person in revenge, he or she can do anything to your system. Generally they break your hard disk, they stole your hard disk, and okay, so that's why we should use physical security in our offices and in our organizations also. So what is secure? What is cyber security? So actually if internet is not exist in this world, so there is no term of cyber security. Okay, but today's internet have crossed every barrier and have changed the way we used to talk, we play, we work, we shop, make friends, listen music, etc., etc. Even see the movies also, and greet your friends on his or her birthday, anniversary, etc. So internet totally changed the lifestyle of the people nowadays. Okay, and that's why it is very essential to know about the risk happened in the internet. Okay, so cyber security is all about the defending your whether it is your phone, whether it is your network, whether it is your computer, from unwanted malicious attack or unwanted attack. Okay, so cybersecurity is the practice of defending computers, servers, mobile devices, electronic system, networks and data from malicious attacks. Okay, and it is also known as information security or okay, and cyber security, the terms applies in a variety of contexts like network security and like application security, information security. But what is the term cyber? Okay, so then cyber is all about group of networks and group of computers makes the term cyber. Okay, if you are using a standalone computer, there is less risk about security of that computer. But if you connect your computer to the internet and browsing the stuff on the internet and download the stuff from the internet, then it is much risky that any spyware or any malware can get into your system, because you are in a traffic zone, because there are lots of traffic in the internet. Okay, any data like any malware or any spyware, any adware can get into a system from any resource by your a simple or a silly mistakes. Okay, suppose you want to download a Autodesk Maya software, a cracked version. So what will you do? You go, you just Google it, Autodesk Maya cracked version. Then you can then many pages appear on the according to your search. Then you can link on the first link or a second link according to a choice. Okay, or if you are lucky enough, you can get the exact your product like Autodesk Maya and even the cracked also. But after you getting the crack, okay, you successfully installed the Autodesk Maya into your system. Okay, the Maya is working fine, but there is almost 80% probability that a virus can get into your system. Okay, this is happen in most of the cases. Okay, like suppose it's a website get into PC, we all are aware. Or suppose Autodesk Maya cracked version. So there are different kinds of links here. Okay, so you just click on that link, then you have to click on that another link, then you have to click on another link, then you have to click on another link. And if you are doing some mistake by clicking on that wrong link, any harmful malware or a spyware can get into your system and your system may be compromised by anyone. Okay, so this is the main problem. If we can go for cracked version softwares of any kinds of cracked version softwares. Okay, so it is recommended, please use updated antiviruses into your system. Okay, and even if possible, please use trial version softwares, and if you want to use it for long use, then please purchase it from the authentic website, and then you can use it. Okay. So what about network security? So network security is the practice of securing a computer network from intruders, okay, whether targeted attackers or opportunistic malware. Okay, it is something like that. Suppose you have your you have a router in your system, in your home, and you have put a strong password into your Wi-Fi because anyone you don't know can't use your Wi-Fi network, because if a person who don't know you enter into a system, then he can do a lots of stuff. He can do a lots of things in remaining in your system, and he can harm your personal system also, your personal networks also. Even he can hijack your session also. Suppose there are 4 people use that network, then another man, the 5th man, come into the network, and suppose he hijacked the session, so he will know how the 4 people browse the internet from which website, blah blah website, and what he is doing on the website, and what time he logged into your Facebook, what time he logged in LinkedIn also. So this is all about the network security. Okay, and what is application security? Application security is focus on the application level. Okay, so focus on keeping software and device free of threats. Okay, a compromised application could provide access to the data it's designed to protect. Successfully, security begins in the design stage, well before a program or device is deployed. So application security is all about, application-led security is all about the bugs find into your application or your software also. Information security is the most important security because information security protects the integrity and the privacy of data, both in storage and in transit. Okay, so if your information is corrupt, then it will corrupt so many things. Even if the information is compromised by the others, then it will harm the reputation of your organization also. So information security is the most important security part. Okay, then operational security includes process and decision for handling and protecting data access. Okay, so why cyber security is important? So because internet, there with an increasing number of users. Okay, internet is everywhere. Okay, you just name it, and we have the app in place for that. Okay, so suppose if you want to send some money to your friend, so you not need to go to the bank. Okay, you just take your phone and use your ATM, use your Bheem app also to transfer the money into your dear one accounts. So internet is everywhere. Okay, internet is everywhere. Okay, so if the technology is everywhere, so there is a risk everywhere, because in the suppose if you are a learner driver, so if you are driving your car into the park, there is no risk because the park is an open area. Okay, you can take your left turn, you can take your right turn, you can straight, you can reverse according to your space. But if you're a beginner or if you are a learner, then you can okay, and you can drive your car into the main road area, and okay, then it's a lots of risk because there is lots of traffic, and even if you don't know about the traffic rules, that makes you in danger. Okay, and that is similar about the cyber security fields. So if you are aware of the things what you are able to do and what you should not do, then you can save yourself from the risk. Okay, so cyber security is very important for an individual and for the organization also, because every person in this era, in this time, use internet in his daily life. So okay, so major breaches, there are some major breaches, the Yahoo breaches. And if we all are interested in cybersecurity, and we heard it about the past, the Yahoo breaches, and that's why we are not using Yahoo ID anymore, and some people still using Yahoo ID, and Yahoo takes place by the Gmail. And lots of people have the account on Gmail rather than Yahoo. At a breach earlier in August 2013, okay, approx 1 billion users' data has been compromised. Okay, it means suppose your username, your passwords, your name, your address has been compromised by the black hat hackers, by the hackers, and sold it on the dark web for making some money. Okay, both breaches are considered the largest discovered in the history of the internet. Okay, so 1 billion is the large amount of data that has been compromised by the hackers. And in the last point, we'll see personal information including names, emails, hashes, passwords were leaked. Okay, WannaCry ransomware. Okay, ransomware. The name is ransomware, and we all know about the ransomware if we are taking some interest in cybersecurity. Okay, ransomware is a kind of malware which is made of two terms. First one is ransom, and second one is ware, means software. So what is the meaning of ransom? Meaning of ransom is a kind of firauti in Hindi. A villain kidnap some person in the movies and want some money from the family members of that victim. So WannaCry ransom is kind of something. If WannaCry ransomware or a ransomware, there are different kinds of names like Loki ransomware or any other ransomware. If a ransomware can get into your system, it will harm your system day by day, not instantly, but day by day. It will corrupt your files, your data day by day in slow manner. How? Okay, so suppose your system is compromised by ransomware, then it will encrypt all of your data into the another encrypted form. Suppose you have saved your data in the desktop in Excel format or Word format. Okay, So it is a very common habit of all of us that we can save our data in the desktop, in whether it is PDF, whether it is a doc, or whether it is Excel. But if your system is compromised by the ransomware, then what happens? It will transform your Excel, MP3 or doc or PDF into another kind of extension of the file. Means it will encrypt all of your data according to the script written in the ransomware. Okay. I personally feel this ransomware because my system is also compromised by the hacker according to the script written in ransomware. Okay, so after infecting a Windows computer, it encrypts file on the PC's hard drive, making them possible for users to access, then demands a ransom payment in Bitcoin in order to decrypt them. Suppose your very important data is saved on the desktop or into your drive in C or D, or whether it is on server. Now ransomware comes into your system and encrypt it into another extension. Okay, then you can get a message on your desktop or a drive on your computer. If you want your file back, if you want your data back, then please give me some money. Okay, then this is how it works. This is how the technologically works ransomware. So if you because if you pay money to the hacker, it is not guaranteed that your data returns back, because a hacker have no ethics and a black hat hacker have no ethics, no rules, no policy. So WannaCry ransomware means encrypt your files, encrypt all the data into another STML code, and you can't access that data. Okay. In India, ransomware affects several bodies, including 120 computers of the Gujarat government and 10 machines of Tirumala Tirupati Devadarshanam temple. Okay, so this is how dangerous the ransomware, and it's eBay. eBay is the e-commerce company. Okay. So eBay accounts has already compromised by the hackers. Okay. Heartbleed. Just focus on the last point. The bug had gone almost 2 years before it got discovered, before it finally got detected 2014 by Google Security. Okay. So it's allowed hacker to gain access to private conversation without the users knowing, as they planted a gateway in the system to have access at any time. Okay. So what do you think about ransomware, malware, Heartbleed, or data compromise, or a recent term, a Pegasus? So what is all about? Basically, these all softwares or malwares or viruses takes benefit of our awareness, because we are not aware of the website we used, we are not aware of the apps we used, we are not aware the stuff we downloaded from the third-party resources. That's why we are compromised by that hackers. Okay, if we people have if we people resources like antiviruses or fish tank. Fish tank means fish tank is a website which is aware you regarding the phishing emails or phishing links you got into your SMS chat or your WhatsApp chat ki you are lucky and you can get 100 rupees stock time. You just click on this link and take your 100 rupees cashback. Maine to le liya. You can get your own also. It's some kinds of message you get, and sometimes you can get these kind of email. admin@facebook.com, Mr. Sagar, you are not using your Facebook account from the last 2 years. Please update your account by using that link, and otherwise we can deactivate your account or delete your account from the Facebook. Or so these are the messages, these are the emails, these are the tactics which is governed by the hackers to compromise we peoples, to take advantage of our system, to take advantage of our mobile devices, because we have internet in our hands. Okay, so that's why if we are aware to these things, the risk of the cyber threats is almost negligible. Okay, here I'm not saying the risk is zero, but the risk is reduces from 100 to 30%. Okay, the cyber world, damage and the opportunity in this cyber world. Okay. And here we see the last point, NASSCOM DNS says 5 lakhs ethical hackers needed. Okay, and if you are saying first point, estimated global loss from attacks approx 400 billion US dollars. So there are too many attacks happens in every day. Even I used to say we all are hacked. We all are hacked, but we are not the target of the hacker. That's why we are not the victim. But we all are compromised by the hackers, because we using too many apps, we using too many web apps in our system, we using too many networks in our smartphone also. There is no people who can say I use only one network in my smartphone also. Every people, I can say every people, even 90% people use different kinds of networks in different places according to their taste. If you find a free Wi-Fi, then some people access it, and your friends send you a link, please download it website and get 200 rupees cashback from the first download from this website. Okay, so these kinds of tactics. So that's why I'm saying we all are hacked. We all are hacked, but we are not the target of the hackers. That's why we are not the victim, or we are not the victim of monetary thefts also. Okay, so types of cyber threats. Types of cyber threats. Kinds of cyber threats are malware, ransomware, social engineering, phishing, and insider threats. Okay, so malware. Malware is a form of malicious software. Malware is a term make of two terms, malware. So malicious software in which any file or program can be used to harm your computer. Okay, there are many kinds of malware like worms, viruses, trojans, spyware, adware, rootkit, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so malware is the aim of making a malware is to take the advantages, take the benefit from the victim's computer. Okay, so in our trainings, third day, we will discuss about the malware, and we will create a malware and deploy it into another machines in like Windows XP machine or Windows 7 machine, and take the benefit, take the advantage, and take the access of that system. Okay, and we will see how many things we will done in that compromised system. Okay, ransomware. Ransomware is another type of malware. It involves an attacker locking the victim computers, as I discussed earlier. So there is a story regarding ransomware, and it is my personal feeling. It's my personal story because in 2007, in November 2017, I was in my head office, Electronic Service and Training Center, Ramnagar, Uttarakhand, and where a virus, where I see a message on the desktop of the official system कि your files are encrypted by the this and this hacker. If you want your file back, please make some payment. So this is the message I get on the system on the desktop. Like a hacker sent me this message on my desktop. So my seniors call us, me and Mayank, and he said, what is this thing? And we will discuss about these things. Then we know about this, that is the ransomware. Okay, and there are lots of data in that system. Okay, so there are lots of data in that system on the desktop also. There are lots of data in the D drive also and the E drive also. But every file, every PDF, every doc becomes .cerber extension file. .cerber extension file. Mean to say that file is encrypted. That file is encrypted into the another extension. Okay, and that kind of attacks is newer to me that time. So me and Mayank and both was search their backup plans for that ransomware on the internet. Okay, so there is no result regarding ransomware, how to decrypt that file. There are lots of tutorials available on that internet, but nothing works. Nothing works. Okay, so if this happen in future, if this happen to you, if this happen in future also, then the main solution of that kind of ransomware is just plug out your system into the network. From the network, sorry. You just plug out your system from the network, just plug out all the cables. Okay, suppose your system is connected to the server also, then please disconnect your system to the main server also, because that system is infected, and this infection is increasing step by step into your system also. So that's how ransomware worked. And ransomware does not give you a chance to recover your file back. There are paid tools available, but we can get all of the files recovered. Okay, so that's how ransomware is very dangerous. Ransomware is very dangerous. If this happen into your system, into your mobile, then please don't go for the solution on the internet on that same system. First of all, please disconnect that system. please shut down that system. Okay, and plug out all the cables and plug out all the and reset all the network setting into your system or mobile also. That's how you save others computers of your network. But your data has been, if your data has been compromised, then it is very less chances to recover all your data back. Some data you can get by the paid tools, but here I can't say you can get all your data. Okay. Then another a very familiar cyber threat is social engineering, because we all are using internet in our phone. We all are using WhatsApp or any other chatting softwares. Okay, so social engineering is an attack that relies on human interaction. Okay, it's a main thing on human interaction to trick user into breaking security procedure to gain sensitive information is typically protected, because actually it is very dangerous to anyone, because if I send you a phishing link of the Facebook or a Gmail page, okay, then please update your Facebook or Gmail, otherwise Gmail will delete your account in and you can't use your account in future. Then suppose you clicked on that link and he's asking for your username and your password. Suppose you fill your username and your password there. A hacker can get the username and the password. Okay, we will doing this practical in the our social engineering session. I think it is in day 3. So okay, so a hacker having your username and your password of Gmail, but you have not a single account, you have lots of accounts, and there is lots of probability that username and your password is same of another account like Facebook, like LinkedIn, like Insta. So a hacker tries a lot. If you get a username or password or WhatsApp, username or password of Facebook, then he can try that same username or password into the Gmail, that same username and password into the Insta or any other social media you used. So that's how it is very dangerous. So it is not a good practice to click on a link, because the message is very attractive. Okay, hey, hi, I have received 100 rupees talk time because I am the first downloader of that app. You can get your own also. So these kinds of message and these kinds of message. Because we all are human, and human tendency makes mistakes in that kind of social engineering attacks. Okay, that phishing. Phishing is a form of social engineering where fraudulent email or text, as I discussed, message that resemble those from reputable or known sources are sent. Often random attacks, the intent of these messages to steal sensitive data. Okay. Even a hacker can get your location also by clicking on the link. Just clicking on the link. Nothing entered. Nothing entered by you. Just click on the link, and the hacker can get your location also. We will see this also. Okay. Insider threats. Oh my God! Insider threats are security breaches or losses caused by the humans. Okay, so we are humans, so we all know very well what kind of insider threats. Revenge is the main important factor of insider threats. Revenge or greediness, revenge or greediness is the important factors about the insider threats. Okay, for example, a dissatisfied employee, dissatisfied contractors or customer. Okay, so if a insider person harm your network or your organization of your device, that is called insider threats, because it is more dangerous than outsider threats. Because if an employee of the organization, he knows most of the things about the security policies, about the password policies regarding that company, so it will very dangerous than the external threats. Okay. Then we have distributed denial of service attack. Distributed denial of service. Okay. Attack are those in which multiple systems disrupt the traffic of targeted system. Suppose if you want to stop or disturb the traffic on the particular website, then DDoS attack is very much useful. Suppose there are two rivals, suppose A company and B company. A and B company selling their product on the same time also. Suppose A company sell their product on 12 p.m. and B company sell their product on 2 p.m. on a sale. Okay, so they both are rival. So company B plans to disturb the network, disturb the traffic networks of coming to that website, and that's why the company A websites will not respond to the customer also, and the customer will not buying their product as he want to buy from that company A website. So this is how distributed denial of service attack works. Okay, by flooding the target with message, connection, request or packets, the attacker can slow the system or crash it. Okay, and there are a term used, bot army or bots. So there is a bot army. There is a logic behind the bot army, is that if you are a hacker, you can get purchase a bot army from the darknet, then use it to DDoS attack to your target. Because if millions of hits at the same time hits on the website, then website got crashed, and the website is not responded to the users, and website is completely got crashed. There is no responded to the customers. That's why this is called distributed denial of service attack. Okay. Then man in the middle attack. Man in the middle attack means a man is standing between you and your destination target. Mean to say you are using a network. Okay, then another man enters into your network. He is using his skills. Okay, he is using the man in the middle attack. Okay, so if you browse facebook.com or gmail.com, then that person, that middle person, have all the information regarding this key. He or she, what's surfing on the internet, what is doing on the internet, what kinds of website he's surfing, what kinds of data he's download, what kinds of stuff he's searching for, what kinds of website he's logged on or logged in. That is man in the middle attack. Okay, attacker intercepting and relaying message between two parties who believe they are communicating with each other. Okay. And there are other common attacks include botnets, drive-by downloads, exploit kits, phishing, okay, SQL injections. There are too many common attacks. Okay. Now, dangerous cyber security myths. So there are lots of myths here. Cyber criminals are outsiders, as we discussed insider thefts also. No? So cyber criminals are outsider is the biggest myth. Cyber criminals are outsider is the biggest myth, because most of the time cyber criminals are insider, because they knows about the company, they knows about the policies, they knows about the passwords, they knows about all about the companies. So if you have having the myth cyber criminals are outsider, then please break it. And if you are an owner of the company, please make happy to your employees. Okay. And risks are well known. Risks are well known means all the risks are not well known. Internet is updating day by day. That's why attacks are updated day by day also. So all the risks are not well known. Suppose in the 5 days program we will discuss too many things, but in the 6 or 7 day, in the 6 or 7 day or a 10 day, suppose we will receive a new kind of virus. Okay, so risks are not well known. The knowledge is not stayed at one point. That's why the attackers, the cyber threats are not stands in one place. So all the attacks are updated in day by day. Okay, as in the last from the last 3 or 4 months we listen Pegasus. Listen about Pegasus. What is Pegasus? Pegasus is a spyware. Okay, so spyware. What is spyware? Spyware is a virus which is used to spy to a person, to a company. Okay, the process is to spy something, is to deploy the spyware to the victim's phone or a victim computer, and that spyware gives you all the information about the victims. Okay, and same happened with the Jeff Bezos, Amazon CEOs. Okay, last year Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos received a video on their WhatsApp number. After getting the video, his phone has been compromised. All the secret information, all the data has been compromised in his phone. Okay, so technology is upgrading day by day. So it is a biggest myth कि risk are well known. So suppose you will receive a message and you just download the picture or you just download the video and your phone is compromised by a hacker. ऐसा भी हो सकता है. So risks are not well known. Risks are updating everywhere. My industry is safe. Okay. So my industry is safe. Suppose you are using updated operating systems, you are using updated security policies, you are using updated antivirus systems in your company's system, but it is not 100%. It is not 100% that your company is safe, because cyber criminals having the criminal mindset. If he decide, he will definitely find a way to compromise your system. Okay. Attack vectors are contained. Same thing. These are updated day by day. Okay. Cybersecurity goals. So what are cybersecurity goals? So protect the confidentiality, preserve the integrity, and promote the availability. So basically, we are known the term CIA triad. Okay, CIA triad. So first one is confidentiality, then integrity, then availability, then we can add a new term, or one more term is non-repudiation also. But here we discuss about confidentiality, integrity, and the availability. Okay. So what is confidentiality? So just focus on the green text. Keeping things that are meant to be secret mean to secret. Okay. Confidentiality means keeping the information secret. It is distributed between the sender and the receiver. No one knows in between about the information. So confidentiality is meaning about the secrecy. So confidentiality is roughly equivalent to privacy and avoids the unauthorized disclosure of the information. Okay. So it prevents essential information from the reaching the wrong people while making sure that the right people can get it. Okay. Data encryption is a good example of ensured confidentiality. Okay. That's why most of the, or even I can say all of the chat software using the encryptions to maintain the data confidential, to maintain your data secret. Okay. Suppose you are using WhatsApp and you text me a hi. So that message is completely encrypted. That message is completely encrypted and goes to the server and the servers, and after that I received that message. But me and you, no one in between of us can read that hi message also, because that hi message is somehow encrypted by different algorithms according to the encryption standard procedure applied by the engineers. Okay. Tools for confidentiality. So first one is encryption. So encryption is the important tool to obtain confidentiality. Then access control. Access control is very important too, because you can get you can give the access to the information to the right people also. Authentication, authorization even, and physical security. Authentication means to say verification of the data. Authorization means कि your data has been authorized. Okay. Then integrity. Integrity means keep information accurate, complete, and protected from the modification. Mean to say, your information should not be altered by anyone in between. Okay. Suppose you send a message, hi, I'm not taking this FDP today because I am not feeling well, on WhatsApp. But this message read by anyone, and he or she will transform that message, then I do not want to attend your FDP because I am not interested in the FDP and I have much knowledge about this FDP. So that message I received in the WhatsApp group. So integrity means if your information is confidential, then it should not be altered. It should be accurate in all the manners. Okay, so if your information is not leaked, definitely it should not be altered by anyone. Integrity refers to the method for ensuring that data is real. Okay, data is real. There is no two kinds of message. Okay, that sir, I do not send this message and this message is not real, that was not me, and something excuses written by the students. Okay, so integrity refers to the methods for ensuring that data is real, accurate and safeguard from unauthorized user modification. That is the meaning of integrity. Okay, so integrity tools for integrity means backups, checksums, data correcting codes, availability. Okay, in our technical expert session, we will discuss about the checksums also. Okay, so then availability to ensure system remain available and functioning. Okay, mean to say the right information for the right user. It's called availability. Availability is the property in which information is accessible and modifiable in a timely fashion by those authorized to do so. It is the guarantee for reliable and constant access to our sensitive data for authorized people. Okay, so availability is important to your data. The ability to ensure system remain available and functioning. Suppose a institute website, there are 3 kinds of login. First one for admin, second one for faculty members, and third one for students. Okay, so the information available for the admin should not be available for the students or faculty also, and the information is available for the faculties should not be available for the student also. That's why availability. That's how availability works. Okay, tools for availability: physical protection and computational redundancies. Okay, now there are cyber safety tips. Protect yourself against cyber threats, and these are well known aware things. Okay, so we will not waste too much time on them. Update your software and operating system. Okay, if you are using Windows 10, then please update your system regularly basis. Okay, and if you are using Mac OS, then please update it on regular basis. Okay, and use antivirus software, but not trial version, using the paid version softwares, and like Bitdefender and Nord32, and use strong passwords. Okay, you can use strong passwords here, and do not set a same password for all of the applications. I know it's a bit difficult, but it will save you from the big loss. Okay, do not open email attachment from the unknown senders. First of all, if you will receive an email or a chat message or any link, first of all you have to check the sender's address always. Okay, suppose by mistake you have to just click on that link, but you have to see the address bar. What kind of links is showing here, displayed there. Okay, so do not email attachment, do not open email attachment from the unknown senders. Okay, do not click on links in email from unknown senders. Okay, done. Avoid using unsecure Wi-Fi networks in public places. Okay, the golden fact. It is impossible to provide 100% security to a system if the attacker has determined to break. He will compromise your system also. Okay. The role of the please see the second point, which is very important. Okay, it is all about our awareness. The role of security provides is to make it harder for the attacker to get in the blocking by discovered ways of breaking in the system. Okay, this is similar like when we go for a vacation, we locked our house not by the single lock. Okay, we used to lock our houses by the 2 or 3 locks because it makes harder for a thief to unlock those locks. Okay, so it is similar the role of security provider is to make it harder for the attacker to get in by the blocking. Suppose okay, thank you. So this is all about the cyber security introduction part, and now according to our plan,